Alright, so in the last lecture we left off where we had learned the basics of the turtle module at least. We created a very simple square. Now let's say I told you, hey, I want you to create an octagon. So let's go ahead and take a look at how that would work. I'm going to go ahead and import turtle. T is equal to turtle.pen. Oh my god. Turtle.pen. And then once we do that, our rocket launcher icon appears, and I'm going to go ahead and minimize this. This has come. Let me go ahead and make it suitable for your screen. So this goes over here, and we get this. Cool. So let's say I wanted to create an octagon. Alright, so you're probably thinking about, hey, what's the angle going to be? And the angle for that's going to be 45. 45 into 8 is 360. Now, what are we doing? Well, the basic concept would be, again, do that 50, then left 45, 50 left 45, 50 left 45, 50 left 45, 8 times. Think about it. 16 lines of code. Wouldn't it be easier if there could be some other way where we could repeat those 2 lines of code over and over again? If you thought loops, guess what? You're becoming a Python programmer. So loops is our answer to most of the turtle graphics, or any of the turtle graphics in this whole section. So what we can do is for I in range 0, 4, or since it's an octagon 0, 8. What do we want? Well, it's going to be those 2 commands over and over again. So t.forward 50, t.left 45, right? So t.forward 50, t.left 45. What happens? Ta-da! We have now created a very cool stop sign, or a very cool octagon, whatever you want to call it. So this is where for loops can greatly help us out. They can reduce the amount of time we spend and the amount of code that we write. So let's say you wanted to create a star of some sort, right? What we can do is to create maybe a spiraling star or any sort of star. T.reset first of all. T.reset basically removes any lines that were there before and sets it back to the beginning. For I in range, let's say 1, 40 or 38. We want t.forward 100 and t.left 175. And by doing so, if you notice, we'll now create a very intricate star. So you can definitely play around with the turtle module using for loops. Again, switch some angles out, move some angles in, increase the size, decrease the size, do whatever you want. But you'll notice there's a lot of capabilities that you can use with the turtle module. So we've just now created a very spiky looking star. I think that looks amazing. And you can just go ahead and play it around. So let's do one more right now, just for the fun of it. T.reset. And for I in range, let's say 1, 20. Okay, t.forward 100 and t.left, let's say 95, I guess. So by doing so, now what happens? Look, you get this, again, a very spirally intricate looking star. So what I highly suggest is play around with this Tkinter module, play around with for loops, change some of the values that we've used, and show me your intricate figures that you create. Because at the end of the day, again, this whole turtle module is just to have fun, create new and cool designs. Now, once we're done with this for loops and stuff, but what's next? So let's say you wanted to make 2 objects, right? We created a circle, and I wanted to create another circle over here. Or not even a circle actually, but let's say 2 squares, right? So how do I make it so that I create 1 square over here, and then maybe the other square 100 pixels to the right? Right now, if I try to do that, it'll create a line between 1 square to the other square, which I don't want. So in the next lecture, what I'll show you is some different functions which will enable us to create some separate objects.